Welcome to Planet Kined, one of the many planets that exist within the boundless expanse of the adamant universe. A world vast beyond expectation. Kind is an Earth-like planet scaled to nearly 4 times the size of Earth, stretching across immense continents and deep, sprawling oceans that cover just over half its surface. Its skies glow with a smooth green hue, casting an otherworldly tint across landscapes that feel both familiar and alien at the same time. Time itself moves differently here. A single day on Kined lasts 62 hours, allowing civilizations, ecosystems, and even conflicts to unfold over extended cycles of light and darkness. Its year, however, is shorter, just 194 Earth days, resulting in extreme seasonal shifts, where the world can swing from bitter cold to scorching heat in dramatic, often unforgiving transitions. Despite its volatile climate, Kined remains fully habitable for Earth-based life, though survival demands adaptation. Temperatures can plunge to minus 17 degrees Celsius in colder periods and surge to a blistering 100 degrees Celsius during peak heat, with an average surface temperature hovering around a sweltering 42 degrees Celsius. These extremes have shaped a world of resilience, where only the strongest ecosystems and most adaptable civilizations thrive. Gravity on Kined is slightly lighter than Earth's, at 0, 85 times standard gravity, allowing for taller structures, longer strides, and creatures that move with a subtle, almost graceful lightness. Beneath its surface lies a hidden network of subterranean water systems, accounting for a portion of its total water reserves and supporting entire underground biomes. Curiously, Kined has no moons, leaving its tides and night cycles governed solely by its star and internal planetary forces. The absence of a lunar body gives its nights a unique stillness, vast, uninterrupted skies stretching endlessly above. Within the greater adamant universe, Kined stands as a world of extremes and endurance, a planet where time is stretched, seasons are merciless, and life persists not through comfort, but through strength, evolution, and sheer will. And this is only one world among countless others. This day, an otherworlder is reincarnated here, to this planet where he'll need to survive, fight off monsters of this planet, and build a nation that'll last. His ultimate goal, he intends to evolve and become as strong as he possibly can. This is the story of how one man gets to live in Isekai and become a ruler.
What happened? Where am I? Why is the sky green? I don't remember anything that happened. Obviously something happened, but what? Well, I will have to figure that out at some point. Right now, I need to, figure out what I can do now. So, let's see what we got here. Apparently, I'm something called a giant. I have some skills here. What does gigantification do to me? Oh, that's... Oh, that was interesting. I made myself stronger. Not the one I was trying to go for. And now we can... Oh, now that makes sense. Honestly. Gigantification obviously means I can make myself a giant. What do we got here? Some type of goblin? Oh, wow. This gigantification does a lot of work. What is this ugly thing? Definitely doesn't like me. Oh, what's happening? I gotta get rid of this. Oh, what just happened to me? Well, that was unfortunate. But evidently, I'm able to respawn myself if something like that happens. I still have no idea what happened to me. Last thing I remember, I was in my car in my own world, I guess. I guess it's a new world. Last time I remembered, I was in my car, then... Oh, I think I understand what happened. Well, it looks like I have been reincarnated into this very odd world with a very green sky for some reason. So I'm gonna need to figure out what's going on here. And that lizard thing seems to be a little more powerful than I can handle, even with my being a giant. So that's something I probably want to avoid. I've also got a few things in my inventory that I could use. Something called a tattered tome. Something called login rewards. It looks like there's some food in there. I don't really know what I need for this. I'll just pick it all up, I guess. I got some, I guess these are slimes. Probably don't want to mess with those guys right now. What is that thing? That's something that's probably gonna gank me. Well, I'm clearly in a rather hostile area. So how will I overcome this? I can respawn myself as many times as I need. I can make myself a giant. It doesn't do much against some of these things. I'm not even sure what they are. I seem to be able to have some kind of information on them. I had a little bit of info I could get. What was that? Oh yeah, it was this one. Animals. I can analyze things. What's hitting me now? Oh, what are you? Besides a level 3 monster that's gonna not do much. That's just... Oh boy. Well, this is gonna be tough to get through. If these things can take me out that easily... Did I say basilisk? Leech lizard and a basilisk. What are these things? They're not friendly things. They seem to be very powerful. And it's not easy to fight them right now. So what I think I need to do is figure out a way to not get myself beaten by these things while I figure out my thing of what's going on here. There appears to be smoke coming from over there. So why don't I go look over there and see if there's something I can go. Someplace preferably away from all of these basilisk and whatever a leech lizard is. What kind of world have I been reincarnated into that these things exist? Well, we just gotta get going here and try to avoid the monsters. Try to get a better lay of the land of what I'm doing. I'm sure I'm gonna have to eventually fight those guys. I don't quite know. I mean, they're like level 1 and 2. And yeah, I'm getting easily taken out by them. That's never a good thing. If the low levels are taking you out that easily. But then again, I did just spawn into this world. Let me swim underneath here. Here to be in what appears to be like a mangrove swamp area. I think I just found where that. I hope there's something good in here, or at least someplace I can get away from these mobs for a bit. So once I get into this place, wherever the entrance is, I got a bouncing pink slime. The slimes seem to be don't seem to be too interested in attacking me. They probably will attack me if I attack them. So let's try not to do that. How do I get into this place? Oh, there, I see a ladder. I see the ladder. Let's go over here. You go under here, and then to go up this ladder. Hopefully something good's here. I'd like to find something I can do where I'm not going to get myself beaten. Ooh, I might be a little too big to go into this. Okay, I'm way bigger now. Well, I can't actually get into this place. I'm gonna definitely need some way to So I guess even when I'm not gigantified, I'm still too big to get into any normal places. And I made myself even bigger. So I'm really gonna need something that is gonna work for someone that has my kind of abilities. How do I go back to my normal size? I'm assuming it wears off after a while. I'm not sure. Let's see what other kinds of things we got here. We got this, which I don't think does anything. Steel strength, which makes me stronger. I mean, stronger than I already am anyways. Wonder if I need to not have anything in my hand. Got the stone sword here from that login reward thing. But I still don't know how to actually use any of these skills. So if I don't have anything in my hand, I'm going to assume I had to be on something that can qualify as Earth for me to use this skill. I really wish I could get in here, but I'm just way too big right now. There appears to be some type of a chest in here. There also seems to be a dude that lives here. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get to the chest, which is not easy when you have giants, when you're a giant. Because these doors are made for normal sized people. Well. Ooh. I landed pretty hard there. Well, that's be interesting if I can find a way to get in here. But I would need to be way smaller. So I'm probably not gonna get in here without breaking out things. So let's move on elsewhere. Just try to understand what is going on with this world that I found myself in. It's very hard to walk through it when I got, I guess, these mangrove things. And being giant doesn't make it any easier. What am I trapped on? I feel like I'm trapped on something because of my size. Let's see here. I really am not able to walk very far, am I? What is blocking me? Alright, I guess it's all these mangrove leaves. No, it's just something here that I just can't go around. This gigantification is not exactly the easiest thing to work with. Because of my size, it makes it very hard to do anything. It's like a mangrove log. I don't really need them right now. Let's see here. I can climb up these trees, probably because there's vines on the side. Yeah. Why did I get reincarnated as this giant? It's very hard to walk around and do anything, especially when I have gigantification active. Do these things have any uses at all, I wonder? I appear to have something in my head here that allows me to see what I can do with things. This is an interesting little system here. I can just, in my head, type out what I want, and we can see everything connected to them. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I don't really know if these, I guess the mangrove things can be used for sticks. Not very useful in the long run. But it's a little less useful than, or no less useful than being a giant and having to break blocks out just to move around. This is supposed to make me stronger. at the same time, it also makes it very difficult to move. Because I'm having to break lots of blocks out. I don't know how to deactivate this. It'd be nice if I could deactivate it, because everything is right in my way. I really need to try to remember exactly what happened to me in my previous world. Hopefully I can find somebody who will give me some kind of clue as to where I'm at. And I know one thing for certain, this green sky is not normal. Not normal in any capacity, in any world that I'm familiar with. So that's how I can tell I'm in a much different world. There's wolves-type creatures around, there's slimes that seem to be pretty passive. These wolf things, however, are a different story. And whatever that other thing was that was attacking me, I seem to have some type of a weapon ability too. So you can use weapon ability to get some extra damage. They're trying to find anything, especially when I keep getting blocked by trees. I'm assuming these are trees anyways. Those are definitely zombies. What in the world? Miasmic plains. That just came into my head. Oh, these guys. These guys are going to nuisance. I'm trying to fight these other things. These other mobs here don't want to play nice. Now, these guys are a little more higher level, aren't they? Okay, that's one thing. Something else just hit me. Oh, this guy. Is that a skeleton? I'm gonna need some new weapons. Interesting. I don't know what is up with this. I don't even know how anyone can live in a place called the Miasmic Plains. Ooh, that just broke. And the bad part is I don't have a way to get into these places. What am I looking at here? What things can I just get rid of here? Oh, that was broke, I guess is what happened. Guess I can get this. Ooh, diamond. That's not how I remember diamonds looking, but okay. I don't really need these mangrove root things. Or this rotten flesh that makes no sense. I don't need the mangrove root things. I'm going to assume what I'm looking at here is my inventory, and it's very full. Oh. Do I want to know what this... Nope. We're moving. That's definitely not a good place to go on this level. I might be a giant, but I'm certainly not dealing with hopping zombies. Assuming that's what that thing was. Certainly didn't look like a hopping zombie. What is that cute little thing? I don't know, it just says level 4. I don't know what this cute little thing is. I'm going to assume that it's going to come in handy at some point. Okay, those are definitely frogs. At least what I think are frogs. Definitely not frogs where I come from, but they definitely look like frogs. There's also something up there. Some kind of watchtower type thing. I do need to find a good place to go to so I can figure stuff out. Of course, trying to get in any place as a giant is going to be very difficult. Especially when I don't have a good way of deactivating giantification. I think that's how it's pronounced. So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get too easily into this place either. Can I even climb up this ladder? Is there a way to turn this off? I don't think there's a way to turn this off. Can I get up this ladder? Probably not, because I'm too big. Yeah. Having this gigantification ability is not easy. Because my size is so big that I'm pretty much having to break out a bunch of other things just to move around. Because anything blocks me. Oh, my sword broke. Other sword. Yeah, I cannot get up here. I don't know what this is, but it's cool. I just can't get into it because I'm too big. I don't have a way to turn this off yet. I still don't know how to use half of these abilities. But yeah. So once I figure out some kind of house that will work for a giant, maybe even a cave, then I can stand around and try to figure out exactly what happened to me, how I ended up in this strange world, why I am now considered a giant. It's definitely not going to be an easy one, especially if there's things like those wolf things that keep fighting me, and those lizard things, and something called a basilisk. So, yep. Interesting. And not in a good way. In a way that screams, you are ducked. Essentially, because I don't have any weapons, I gotta make some. I'm getting something in my head right now how to make something. So if I make this like this, it gives me some crafting table. Get rid of these seeds. Ooh, iron? That's what that says. We got here. Control T to activate world tier. Okay. And this activated a world tier, whatever that means. Okay, so it's now called Windswept Chainmail Boots of the Ocean. They apparently upped my speed a little bit. That's cool. We got some other things here, some schematics. Something called a copper coin. Iron gear schematic. Where am I getting these schematics from? How do I use them? Well, I'm sure I'll hopefully figure that out at some point. But now I got some room. I'm gonna place this crafting table down. For some reason, I have this in my head that I can do this. And this, not that. But that is useful eventually. I can make a sword. And I'm also, for some reason, getting into my head that I can do this and this. Take the stick out. Do this. Give me something called an axe, an iron axe. Okay. So I got a few little things. I got a new weapon. Apparently these weapons also have some type of skills. Don't really need the rotten flesh. I do need this crafting table. So, with that little idea, now I can go up and fight some more, because I'm going to need to find some place to go. What we got here? Red grapes and something called cocktails. I miss cocktails. Wow. More slimes. Again, that seems to be very, very passive. So I'm not going to worry about them. There's another one of those wolves up there. Or rather, down there. There's a giant something over here. I don't know if I want to deal with that, but there is something over there. I want to see what that is. I doubt I'll be able to get into there. But I want to check it out anyways. If it's something I can easily get into, or even break into to get up to. Because it looks like a very interesting little thing. I'm going to very much need to probably break out blocks to get into it. Because again, my size makes getting into any normal buildings pretty difficult. Swim too, which is cool. Dolphin. Oh, it made me go way faster. This is definitely something. Of course, I'm too big, so I can't get in there. I wouldn't even know if I could get up on top of this. It looks like an interesting place. That's an interesting looking. Is that a chicken? That is an interesting looking chicken. Definitely not something chicken I've ever seen. What are you? Don't come to beat me is what you are. Chicken that just says level 22. Hopefully I can defeat you. Not very strong. Level 22. That explains the power that this thing has. I don't know what level I am. Being a giant still makes it tough. I'm able to beat this thing, looks like. I mean, it's gonna take a bunch of hits from my weapon, but I managed to get rid of it. Goblin? You guys should be too hard. I mean, I can't go in there and fight you. Can do that, though. There's definitely a chest in here, though. I need to take the next idea that I just got put in my head. I need to make this and this. And give me a pickaxe so I can actually break that stuff out. Don't need that. Don't need these zombie heads. Get my stuff back. This is one odd world, if you ask me. Why am I trying to use a pickaxe to break up my crafting table? Of course, I can't reset. Make them full. I'd like my crafting table, please. Oh, I can do that. I'll get the tree out of my way. So clearly I need to... There it is. Can't really pick up this wood. I don't really have room. Guess I can get rid of this lily pad. Now I can break in here a little bit. I'm gonna need to make this very wide. Because my character, my person is way too big. And this is just, I guess, a cobweb. Well, that's not very helpful. I guess it is kind of helpful if I get some food. Speaking of food, I should probably keep an eye on that. It looks like there's more up there. And a spawner that I can just break. I can't really get up there because, again, size. Even when I'm not in my giant form, getting up there is still going to be a nightmare. I'm going to have to figure out a creative way to get up to the top there. Because otherwise, there could be good stuff in there, but I can't actually get it because of my giant size. What is that? Some kind of weird looking guy that I of course can't get to. Interesting. Had to mine out a bunch of these trees just to get to places. Anyways, yeah, now we can get up there. Where are you? Level 22. Oh, you're a trader guy. You don't have anything good. I mean, that diamond's pretty good. But that's really the only good thing you have. Like, I don't know what this topaz is, or if that's that good. It might be good. But yeah. So what I need to do is I need to figure out my next plan. Because I'm in this new world. I'm in a world that has a very green sky. The day seems to be pretty slow. We have all this unexplored area, which is very difficult for me to do because of my giant size. So I need to come up with a place for a house. And yeah. Once I do that, then we'll be good, hopefully. I can start getting my bearings across and figuring stuff out. Being able to walk over things easily is cool. Oh, that's not very useful. Oh, this leather might be. I don't think I have one of those. No, I do. Oh, that's... I mean, it gives me a little more health, though. It's always good to have more health. But yeah. So, I'm in a new world. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I know there's a giant ant that I should probably take out. I'm pretty sure it saw me. And it did something to me just now. Oh, you are really high level. I'm probably going to get defeated here. Yep. These things are not playing around. I am not ready for a level 22 enemies. At least I'm small again. Not that it's going to help me get into some of these places. I want to go back to that area I was at that I couldn't get into before. So I need to use that gigantification ability very wisely, basically. Because it's going to make it very, very difficult for me to get into any of these places. I don't even know if I can get into this place now. I think I'm still a bit bigger than any normal person would be. I want to go back over that. I think there might be some things I could use in there. Something just tells me that there might be something I could use in there to be able to fight some of these things that exist. Because I am noticing that I feel like I have this like power, but I don't know what all I can do with it. What am I getting stuck on? This wire. Don't really need this mud. I played it with enough mud as a kid in my own world. Let's see what we got here. There's that place. Can I actually get inside, or do I still need to break stuff out? I think I'm still slightly bigger than the average person. Yeah, I'm still slightly bigger. In fact, I don't even think I can get in like this. The door is in the way, I think. I might have to break out this mud brick. But this door is my problem. Oop, That's an interesting function. Let's see. I need to break out this door, I think. There we go. I'm in. Only to be blocked by stairs. I'm in now. So what kind of things do you have here? I really need to just break stuff out, don't I? What are you anyways? A level 1 dude from... Oh, you're like that other trader. Fortunately, I do not have those emerald things. There's some good stuff in here. But I have a feeling if I touch this stuff, this dude's gonna get mad. So... I'm gonna block him off so if he does get angry, he won't come after me. He won't be able to get to me. I just have a feeling he's gonna become grumpy the minute I touch his chest. I just have that feeling. So if he does get grumpy, I want to make sure he can't get to me. Because there is a back door here. Oh, no, it's not a back door. But I can still break out the back way. Firefly jar. What can I get out here? I'm sure there's going to be some decent stuff in here. Get rid of those. Eventually I'll probably use things like that. Well, whatever. I'll just put stuff in. I got those emerald things. Got some bowls for something. I probably want to keep the bowls. Really isn't anything good in here. At least anything that I need that I can find useful. And more of the same. What is that? Invisibility elixir. I'll take that. That's just an empty thing. Okay, so there's really nothing in here. About here. Again, the door. The door is in my way. There's another chest here. Anything better? Ooh, yes. What do we got here? Mana recovery. Not sure if I can use that. I would prefer an attack spell. But before I can even use them, I probably need to have some sort of spell book or something. That's just that's not really gonna help me attack him, is it? This stuff looks important. I don't know if this is gonna affect, because I feel like that this doesn't really affect me in any way, shape, or form. But I think I'll leave it there. So I'm pretty sure there's probably more stuff up here. Again, stuff in my way. Oh, it's just an exit. I don't want that stuff. Is there... These doors are all in my way. Another door here. More chests. Let's see if I can find some attack spells in here. after I break the door out again. Anything in here? Forgotten snare. Something called a snare. Well, these will actually work. Random golden pickaxe in someplace. These, again, these arcane essence things really look like they are important. Got regeneration, evasion. There's just too much good stuff here for me to... I don't have room for everything. Combining. I'm sure that has a usage. Amulet of teleportation. These are all very useful things. But I don't know what to put away. Guess I can put those torches away. Guess I don't really need these bowls right now. I think that's a good start. But before I can actually use any of those, I'm gonna need some way to cast them. So, I got a little bit of something I can do. I got some type of an attack spell. It seems like there is a handful of spells in this world. And I'm gonna need to find a lot of them if I want to fight some of these things. It's gonna be one heck of a adventure for me. So, here we go. This is the start of my adventure and the start of my new life in this world with green sky, because I don't know its name yet. But I'm hoping that I will come across someone or something that can tell me exactly where I am. So, let my really interesting adventure begin.